Hey, so today we are just doing our normal load of washing, the boring tasks of life that everyone has to do, but just want to talk about the products that we use, because we don't use normal detergent. We use a product called Soap Nuts, and I'll put a little link to the company that we use. We buy them from a local store here, and I'll also show you what it sort of looks like and throw it into the washing and show you what it's all about. So just like any washing, we're just chucking it all in. We just throw all the clothes in as usual. It's just like a regular wash. There's nothing really special in the way that you have to put your clothes in. You don't have to do anything extra. That's not normal. And then basically we've got the little bag here, and inside that little bag there's about 6 little soap nuts, which I'll show you shortly. And you just pop them inside these little bags, and you can use them about 4 or 5 times for a wash, just depending on how they're kind of going. And you basically just chuck it in there with the rest of your washing, just sit it in, and there's like nothing else to it really. You just pop them in like any other wash and get it going. So I'm going to get this wash on so that we can go back to doing something more interesting. Hey, so we've finished putting all the washing on now, so while I had some minutes in between it getting washed, I thought I would show you the soap nuts we're talking about. So there's the bag that we bought. We get them from a local shop here called Huckleberry. It's like a typical kind of organic type shop that sells lots of organic products and good healthy things, I guess. Some people would probably argue that it's expensive, but in this case for these soap nuts it's pretty reasonable. We paid $26 for this bag. That's New Zealand dollars for anyone not from here, and they really last a long time. This also includes a couple of wash bags, which is the ones I showed you from the laundry that the nuts actually go into. So some people want to know probably what a soap nut actually is. This is a soap nut. It really is just a nut looking thing. You can see the shiny coating probably, hopefully, on it, and that is essentially where the cleaning power comes from. That it kind of comes off the outside of the nut, and you get that kind of suddy water that washes through your clothes. The smell of it once you finish washing, it's kind of like an earthy smell. That's what these smell like now. So it's certainly not offensive to anyone. And of course, for anybody who has any kind of allergies or irritable skin, it's great for them because you don't have any kind of weird chemicals. There's not really anything in it that could bother people. I mean, I haven't done a whole lot of research specifically into it, but it's really worth checking out if you have issues using standard products off the shelf that bother your skin. So a whole bag's worth is roughly what I'm holding in my hand, like a wash bag's worth. And as I said earlier, we'd probably use that 4 or 5 times to do loads of washing. In a bag like this is a 500 gram bag. You can see there's a whole lot of soap nuts in there, so they can last a long time. They actually, I think, for $26 for this bag, it works out so much cheaper than buying regular soap products in the end, because this will last us months. We bought this easily over a month ago now. You can see how many are left. We do quite a lot of washing with 2 kids. It goes pretty quick, so this is like super handy, and we'll just keep monitoring the use, and I'll update people at some point in the future as to how it's all gone. But right now we love it. Great product. Again, I'll post the details for this specific brand in the bottom, but there are quite a few brands, and if you're not in New Zealand, this is a New Zealand based one, but there are others, I'm sure, all over the place. And the other really cool thing about them is you can also use them to make a liquid for those people that prefer liquid washing, and also to use for other cleaning. So you can take the fresh soap nuts and boil them. You take about 10 of them, boil them in 3 cups of water on the stove. All those instructions again are on their website. And you boil them on the stove and end up with a liquid that you strain into a container. I actually use some of our used soap nuts to do the same thing, we don't need it for washing. We're happy to just pop them in the little washing bag and throw it in with the washing because it's easy. But I thought we should use the leftover shells of the soap nuts that we had to make some more cleaning product, because it's good for just cleaning floors or bench tops and everything. It's just just a natural product for doing a little extra cleaning with. And I did exactly that process. I put about 10 or maybe it was 12 in the end into a small pot, boiled it for around 10 minutes. You can see it getting quite frothy or suddy on the top, and then turned it off, put it through a strainer into a container, and this is what you sort of end up with. It's just a container of it. I know it looks kind of a little bit gross, maybe it's just kind of like a yellowy liquid. You can kind of see the suds happening on the top there when I shake it up. It's just a nice clean liquid. Again, similar sort of smell, super easy to make, and a really good use of the leftover shells that we had anyway. And then the remainder of those, once they've gone through that process, can obviously be composted, or they're just nuts, so they will just break down, and you don't have to worry about waste because there isn't really any waste coming from it. So overall, a really good product for us. Highly recommended. We really like it. It stops any kind of irritability of anyone's skin. It's great smell. You can also add essential oils, they do say, to the little wash bags if you want to add a scent to the washing, just if you feel like you want something that's not just earthy. But I find with the clothes that we wear and stuff, it's certainly not offensive in any way. It just keeps them nice and clean. So yeah, definitely recommended. We'll go take a look at how it's come out, and it looks like any other wash. So here we are with the washing all done, come out. It just looks pretty normal, really, just like any other washing. And there you can see the bag that's come out again. Just looks sort of the same, slightly damp. It'll dry off in no time really, and everything else is just as per a regular wash. Just some nice clean towels in this case, and we'll just hang them out in the lovely warm sun that we have, get them nice and dry, and pop this back in now. We just keep them in our washing bags and baskets just ready, so that when we go over to do the laundry, we can just have them ready to go and just monitor them, and eventually we'll open them up and swap over and change them over with some fresh soap nuts, and away we go. So easy process really.